the guitar. And once I manage to achieve that, I know that that angle is right and that's the angle I will get. I also accommodate for string tension as well within this, but again, this is something that you'll learn from experience, and it's not until you do these things a couple of times you can perfect it. You know? But another thing, to be honest with you as well, is that when you're experimenting a lot with contemporary guitars and you're making different things, you're on a constant learning curve, and I guess that's why I do that, is to keep me interested in it. You know, it's a constant challenge. I think when it becomes just a job every day, trudging on, you know, doing the same thing, it becomes a process, and I don't have a great deal of interest in doing that really as an occupation. So I like to do things a little bit differently now and then, and challenge myself. So let's talk a bit more work, so I can get off and get a drink. This is Tag Bond again, just going to use that as always, and I've got some brushes here already set up, and I'm going to use that for cleaning up the excess glue. I did have to, I've lost one, so I'll use this. Anyway, I have my clamp already set at a fairly slack but decent fit. I know that it's going to go on there, because there's nothing worse than trying to sort all these things out once your glue's setting. You need to do what you call a dry run. So I've done a dry run, I've tried this out, and I know that it's all fitting and it's all fine. So before you start sticking glue in there, because once you do that, you're past the point of return. So make sure you always do a dry run. It's one of the rules of boothery. So again, check 3 times fit once. So the glue can go either straight on the dovetail or in that dovetail. It doesn't really matter, as long as you get plenty in there. And I don't mean have it so that it's squeezing out everywhere and you've used an entire tube of tight bond. But what you do want to do is make sure that you filled up any discrepancies. Now this is a pretty decent fit, but I won't try and suggest that they're always absolutely perfect. One thing you have to do is shave a little bit off each edge and in this edge as well, and that just allows the glue to get out somewhere if there is too much in there. Because if you actually try and put all this glue in here with a dovetail that is this tight, then it's not actually going to go in. What's going to happen is that dovetail is going to end up being too tight, and your neck's not going to go in, and you'll be stuck with a neck that's poking out too much, and that's just not what you want at all. So you need a little bit of relief there so that the glue can go somewhere if it really wants to. So that's me all glued up. In fact, I'm going to just put a little extra in here as well, just for safe measure, because in the bottom bit here, it has nowhere to go, it can't come out, so it won't really matter, it can't make a mess. And there's a little pocket at the back on a guitar every time that